So this question was about rotating on a raw diet. Now this is a young dog that just recently switched to raw. So they started off on, I believe, a beef primal raw diet, and she was asking me what should she follow it up with. So this is general rule of thumb when you first transition to a raw diet. Now in this case we're doing commercially prepared raw, so it's high pressure pasteurized, so no bacteria, and it's also complete and balanced, so it takes the guesswork out. So just that being said, that's out there. I'm Jeff. I'm a dog trainer, author, pit bull advocate and rescuer, and also a holistic pet care consultant. And we were transitioning her puppy onto a raw diet, so we're starting off on the beef primal, and I like to stick with the same formula for a couple of weeks just for observation reasons, to see how the pup does. And if you want to switch to another protein, I recommend staying within the brand that has a similar formula, so there's less change. But if you're going to switch brands and switch formulas, like say go from primal beef to Vital Essentials, then we're going to stick with beef. We're going to go Vital Essentials beef because we want to at least stick with the same primary protein. Again, just for observation reasons. After several weeks or a month or two, once the dog is fully settled into the raw diet, the beautiful thing about raw is you can hop around. I mean, I've been doing this, 23 years now. I've had all sorts of dogs, ages, health conditions on raw diets, and we've switched from beef to turkey to chicken to lamb to salmon to sardine. I mean, you name it. I've even fed my dogs raw cat food because a lot of commercially prepared raw cat foods have more animal protein in it than dog food. I'm not recommending you do that. Obviously, that's a case-by-case basis. But at minimum, you can just switch between brands, and stick with the same brand rather, and switch proteins within the brand. And then if you want to switch it up to another formula, stick with the protein that you last fed your dog. So if you were feeding beef primal and you want to switch brands or formula to try something else, go to beef Vital Essentials, or vice versa. If you were on beef Vital, go over to beef primal. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And again, the beautiful thing about raw is you can rotate. It's not like dry food where you have to slowly wean a dog from one dry food to another because they're not supposed to eat dry food. That's why you can just switch proteins all the time on raw, because that's what dogs are designed to eat. And I don't know this, I'm doing this, 2002 or 2001 was the first time we started feeding raw, and then we opened up our holistic shop in 2003. And I don't know, we had to put thousands of animals on a raw diet from processed, and not just dogs, cats, and ferrets. Yeah, ferrets. All with success. And trust me, I am not lucky. I'm just not a lucky guy. So for me to be able to help people do that successfully tells me all I need to know. And I know the whole raw thing, people are like, oh my God, salmonella. Okay, well, anyone who says watch out for salmonella in a raw diet, especially, particularly with a healthy dog, number one, they don't understand canine digestion. Number two, they don't understand the environments in which salmonella thrives. And number three, let's forget about the science part of it. Let's just look at the data in the pet industry, okay? And sorry, Missing Link, I kind of hijacked your video, but I just wanted people to know this. Almost all of pet food recalls, not some, not the majority, almost all of the bacterial contaminated recalls in the pet food industry occur in dry food. That is not my opinion. It's not even science. That's just the data. Look it up. Just look it up and do the math. Almost all recalls in the pet food industry occur in processed food. So anyway, sorry, Missing Link, for hijacking the video with this extra info, but it was important to get it out there. So if anyone else is interested in transitioning their food, their dog, their cat, even their ferret, onto a raw diet, and you're eating processed now, please let me know. I'm happy to help any way I can. All right, I gotta go. I got a dog waiting for me to play.